Hello, my name is Neha Gurung, and it is with great pride that I am speaking to you today as the ambassador for the first ever International Awareness Month on Childhood Statelessness and Education. While I am honored to be part of this important campaign, it is with mixed emotions that I consider the millions of children that I represent here today. Despite the global strides being made toward equality and inclusion, it is heartbreaking to acknowledge that countless children around the world still bear the heavy burden of statelessness. Stateless children, through no fault of their own, are denied the most basic and fundamental right, the right to a nationality. As a result, they are also denied a host of other rights, including the right to education. Often invisible to the world, the voices go unheard and their dreams unrealized. I know this because I have experienced it. I grew up without a nationality and I experienced the injustice of being denied the right to education, which meant I could not fulfill my childhood dream of becoming a doctor. This encouraged me to learn more about this injustice that I faced. And the more I learned, the more infuriating I became. My mother, determined to address this injustice, educated herself about the right to nationality and, armed with the knowledge, took the step to challenge the discriminatory nationality laws that left me without a nationality. And today, I'm proud to say that I'm no longer stateless. I have seen firsthand how one of the ways in which we can break the cycle of statelessness is through education. Education empowers children with knowledge, skills, and the ability to dream. Education provides the necessary tool for stateless children to understand their rights and serves as a vehicle to claim those rights, which can be transformative and life-changing. But many stateless children are denied formal education, despite being the ones who stand to benefit the most. Instead, their lack of documentation means that they struggle at every stage of their educational journey. Without a birth certificate, for example, their parents face difficulties enrolling them in primary schools. If they manage to enroll somehow, they continue to face challenges as they are often ineligible to sit high school entrance exams or receive school diplomas or other qualifications from accredited institutions. Following COVID-19, as the world collectively reflected on the global pandemic and its impact on education, the education sector immediately took steps to design plans and interventions that would mitigate against the 2 years of learning loss that most children had experienced because they understood the ramifications. But for stateless children, interruptions in education are their reality, and many have never even had the opportunity to go to formal educational institutions. Their learning loss is ongoing, even after the pandemic. But they do deserve a chance to benefit from consistent quality education. This Awareness Month on Childhood Statelessness and Education is more than a commemorative exercise. It is a campaign aimed at raising awareness about this problem and initiating the right conversations to find solutions. It is about educating stateless children and their right to nationality and empowering them to join those important conversations that will help to drive positive change. It is a campaign that seeks to urgently and unequivocally call on international actors and policymakers who share a collective responsibility to ensure access to equitable, quality, inclusive education for all, including stateless children. During this month, we will highlight a series of impactful initiatives taking place around the world by local organizations who have stepped into the gap to ensure that some level of informal learning is available for stateless children. We will showcase the resilience of stateless children in spite of their challenges and would love you to be part of that experience. We also invite you to sign our open letter demanding inclusive education for stateless children, urging stakeholders to take concrete steps to address access to education for stateless children. Show your support by signing that letter, because this month is not just about acknowledging the problem, it is about taking concrete steps to address it. If we are to truly address children's right to nationality and right to education, we must all play a part in the solution. We need to do more to advocate for legal reform that grant nationality to stateless children, but also to advocate for their inclusion and access to formal education, and to support organizations that work tirelessly to provide education and protection to these vulnerable children. Thank you.